In this adventure, we start at the picturesque, beautiful area of Loch. Today, we're going to target the shallow water runs of Jersey's southeast coast, moving into the gutters, a beautiful area full of rocks and weed beds, targeting silver. Now, there's a good chance of catching a fish today, but there's also a chance that the bass might not be here. It's a hit and hope. Fingers crossed, we can get into some fish and have some fun. Well, just as Chris makes his way to us, I've pretty much just done a 15-minute paddle, sweaty as, but we're kind of coming to the promised grounds now. Now there's lots of rocks dotted around, kelpy areas, really good places for the fish to congregate, like they do at this time of the tide, before the push of the tide starts and they start to move around in different areas. It's an absolutely lovely day though, so it is very clear, so I want you guys to always look out for the birds, the little terns. They're annoying little things, but they're a really good giveaway to where the bait are and where the fish are underneath. I've got two rods with me. I've got my Stradic and I've got my 79 injection. One I'm going to use for top water, one I'm going to use for more finesse kind of fishing. So, there's Chris. Let's go fishing. Right, we've made it to the promised lands. So I always like to get everything ready. I've obviously got my net, and just in case I have these just to grab the fish by the lip. But the key is to have one of these disgorger kind of tools, and with treble hook, especially fishing surface lures, sometimes I don't like to bring the fish right onto the boat, or onto the bathtub as I should say, and I just get them out quickly. I am going to start with a little bomb, I think, top water lure. Change my rods round. I put the rod on the side that I'm not actually using, and yeah, just go from there. So let's get into it. First cast with the Samson bomb. This is a small little version that I got. Might take a little while to find the fish, but we'll give it a go. We're slowly going to drift to our right hand side. And what I'm doing is I'm just, like you can see it, I'm keeping the lure on the top of the water, slow jigs, nice wind. And that's happening is kind of seesawing side to side. There you go, see it, how it sits sideways, there you go. I've got a bomb on, it's by Samson, it's a new one, it's like a Frosty. No, it's a surface lure. Just looking out for fish though, just seeing if I can see anything. I've seen a few birds working in the distance just before, but I'm not chasing birds today. As I was saying, it's a bit low on the tide at the moment, so I'm not really expecting too much, to be honest. I'm kind of just looking for some kind of reaction bite if there's any fish laying in this kind of area. I might actually turn the camera off for a bit, and if we do catch anything, what I'll do is I'll flip it back on and I'll show you what we've caught, to be honest. So I think I might do that. Right, as you can see, I've just put the camera back on, had a few casts. Oh, there's a fish just there. Just had a few casts in the round, and I've come into this area. It looks really beautiful. It does look really nice. Not had any takes or anything yet, but you know, that's just how fishing is. We're at the bottom of the tide, as I said, so see if that brings the fish to the bite. It's a lovely area. So in front of us there's just weed everywhere, and then it drops off slowly in places, so it might be an area where there's going to be some fish moving through. I don't know, as I say, we're still quite low on the tide and I'm not too bothered at the moment. Just hunting, just trying to get that first fish on the board. You just got to be careful because it shallows out in places, so good chance of getting the lure stuck. It's just so tranquil and peaceful, isn't it? Can't beat this stuff. Still searching for that first fish. I did see our first rolling fish just before, so hopefully we're not too far away. Right, so I'm going to go for a little Katesh easy shiner, weedless. Just going to fish it around these lumps and that. Just let it sink and draw, very finesse. Oh, it's so hot. Huh? Nah, not yet, you? I've seen some fish bouncing off the top though. Yeah. Bass, slow down, slow down, slow down. You see that? Bass were just spraying fucking bait in front of me. Just right here. Oh, I found some fish. Mate, the bait was getting thrown about. Well, the tide's just turned, so hopefully that is the sign of things to come. I've just come across, I couldn't get my camera on in time, but there were bass spraying bait all over the place. So fingers crossed this is a turn of events we needed. So it's still relatively hot. I should yeah, I'm in. There you go. Bass on. Only a small fish. Oh no, it's a mackerel. It's a mackerel. Oh, it just came off. It was a mackerel. I did say before that there might be a chance for some mackerel. There is life. It's a good sign though, it's a good sign. I'm absolutely sweltering. My bum is a bit sore, mate. The worst bit is I put some trout shorts on that were in the washing basket. And Katie told me that they honked. She was right. They absolutely stink. Absolutely magnificent out here. I'm just going to take a little breather to take it in. You can see Chris in front of me. I'm just having a little look around to see if I can see any more boils, but those fish came right up in this area and then I hooked one. So there are obviously some fish about. Took a little soft plastic.
This fishing session so far has been more difficult than we thought. One mackerel to show for our hard work, the occasional bait ball spraying white bait. Robbo decided that he wanted to go for a little dip, and what a perfect opportunity to do it in this lovely little lagoon situated about a mile off Jersey's coastline. We did see some other boats dotted around. One boat looked to be into some fish, but on a closer inspection, he was tangled up on a buoy. We decided to have a break here for about 15 minutes, chill out, and then it's time to get back into it. Hopefully, our luck will change.
Oh, fish! Yup!
Yep. Well done, mate. They are in.
Off the top. First fish off the top today, and it sunk the lure. Oh mate, he's hungry for it. It's only small. He's only small. I just dropped my reel in the water. Well, there you go, first take off the top. He was fighting hard. Oh, yeah! Oh! Bang! Welcome to the tunnel of love. Oh, mate, there's fish. Oh, that fish was jumping. Oh my god, this thing's fighting like mad. It's not even big. Boom, 2 fish to the good. Might have to reverse here and come back in. Where are you? Alright. Oh no, I'm over those rocks. This is a terrible cast. Don't land a fish now. I reckon, yeah, just if we can hold just before that run, that's going to be a number. So that's 2 fish to the good, only small, but tide's just started to pick up now. As you can probably see in front of me, it's running hard from left to right, so we're just picking our little areas now. Fish behind me again. Fish just came right up behind me there. Oh, it's an absolutely blistering evening. It feels like it's just got hotter. I just had those 2 fish on the top, albeit very small, but I feel like I've deserved those 2 fish. I've been working like an absolute dog. There's lots of boats dotted around, but I've not really seen anyone catching any fish yet. But I'm just coming into this area now where there's a nice bit of run pushing past this rock, so I'm going to try and stay on the inside so I don't get pushed out into it. Try and fish this area because I know there's a big weed bed here. Sorry about the sun if it's blinding you. Blinding me as well. Big fish just boiled me right here. 100%. Did you see that? Always happens. There's always that kind of thing that you want to catch a fish on a surface lure and you want a nice big one on it, don't you? But just sometimes it just doesn't happen, and it just looks a bit more inviting here to try a little subsurface lure.
Fishing is a funny old sport. How many of you have taken yourself to one of your favourite locations, had high expectations, and just not caught anything? Today was like that, and I didn't really want to drag this video out of me casting and you guys waiting for me to catch another fish, because really the fishing session just got worse and worse and worse. It was kind of like the fish were non-existent, barren. The bait fish wasn't really around. And I wonder if, because the sun was so hot on this particular day, the fishing was just slow. That's for me to work out, and that's for me to find out, and that's for me to sort out for the next time we're out on the kayak. Because I've been out twice this year, and it's been really slow. That's the difference between having a kayak and a boat though. With a boat, you can go from A to B just like that. But with a kayak, once you've chosen your area, the fish aren't there, then it's just going to be a slow afternoon or evening on the bathtub. But that's fishing, and that's how it's going to be. Again, as always though, thank you for watching my videos. Much appreciated, and I'm really sorry that this session was slow, but it's always good to show you guys that it's not always plain sailing. The night previous to this session, I managed to hit the jackpot with this beautiful 70cm bass caught off the rocks. Maybe I peaked a little bit too early, and that's why I didn't catch on the kayak. You never know.
Well, this is what happens sometimes. This fish looked pretty much out and dead, but I left it in a pool for a while, and now it's really got its beans back. 70cm. There she goes, look. She's really happy to go. She's kicking nicely. Let's just go. Go on, big girl. Yes. Amazing. That is fishing. Boom! Boom, boom, boom.